Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining me today. We are here in Farm Sim 17 and the World Challenge map. So since the last time around, well, I basically worked all night. Yeah, I kid you not, it is 6:09 in the morning and we have not rested the farm yet. I left my original little pile of wood here. This tree right here was right behind it. So everything from here back is what I cleared during the night. Now I keep expecting to run across a few more logs or bits or something because it was pretty dark for some of it, but there you are. Everything that I had marked to clear out of here to get us to field 1, as you can see, is marked and cleared out of here. So yeah, field 1 is going to run right along here all the way over to that road. So we should have a fair bit of room. Just show you here that, yeah, Monday, that was the first day we worked. I did $87,800 worth of wood. Last night, I sold another $74,000. The reason we don't have anywhere near that is this, construction cost. So, what did I construct? Well, I constructed this. The Hyzomat. Now, of course, you can dump wood chips in here and get directly paid for them as they're converted to heat. I was also so busy I have not yet emptied any of our boxes. Oh man, that sucks. I forgot about that. Yeah. 9 boxes of tomatoes gone. You can't leave anything on these trucks. I sold our pickup and I sold our water tanker, and I bought this and that. So, but like I said just before, I didn't even think about it when I logged off. I just filled this and I thought, well, that's how we'll start it. We'll go down there and make ourselves $10,000. Yeah. Well, that's really unfortunate. I'd kind of counted on that. However, now I bought the diesel model this time. It's cheaper. I mean, in the long run it's not, because you didn't have to replace batteries on the electric one. This one will, of course, actually run out of fuel. Now, let's make sure we're set up here. Cargo is square bales. Nah. We want, if I remember correctly, apple crates. Garbage bags, big bags. Oh, it might have been actually egg boxes. So, let's do that, and let's turn it on. And I think we'll find a beautiful thing happens. We can, just chuck them all onto the trailer. There we go. But yeah, that's, wow. I'm unimpressed that I didn't unload those tomatoes. Because that was all night. That's what we earned for the entire night in tomato boxes. And they're all gone. Now, the lettuce, I want to check something before we actually sell them. Or use them for fish food. And that is, I want to sell one. Oops. So, there we go. Yeah, I can't actually get back in this because it's still active. But we can do this. There we are. And it'll take, I think that's all it does carry, by the way, is that amount. So, but let's head down and see how we do here. I mean, this is definitely going to help us. I'm pretty sure, now that Hyzomat, whatever the heck it's called, that's an expensive piece of gear. With the amount of clearing and forestry we're going to need to do to actually cut ourselves out a farm here, I think we're probably going to double our investment. So, yeah. Now, before we flip these off, let's shut it off, pick a side, I guess it doesn't matter, and quickly unload them. So that I can take our one box. I just want to see what the difference is. If we allow it to become fish, we know that we'll get about $1,000, just over $1,000. So what is just straight lettuce worth? If it's worth $1,000, why am I bothering to wait for fish? Ah, okay. It about doubles from what I remember, because I'm pretty sure it was almost $1,400. So there you are. It is worth doing. It takes a little bit of time, but it's certainly worth doing. And I think I can get closer than that. Zoink. As I say, I kept myself so busy logging all night, I didn't even come down here and tend to the fish. Which, I guess, I mean, we could have had $8,000 or $9,000 worth of... Ooh, I didn't do that as well as I might have wanted to. Worth of fish chow. Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. On unload side. Nope, didn't turn you off. There we go. Yeah, we'll unload it there. That'll impress everybody. Alright, right there. Poof. Okay. And that'll make us some fish. There we go. And the other trailer is quite ideal size for doing our water for vegetables. Now, it was mentioned to me after the first episode that it might be a good plan to sell our plot in town, Field 1. And I thought at the time, you know, it's kind of a step backwards. We actually do own a nice field. Why would we get rid of the only field we actually own? And thinking further on it, it may well be a good plan. You know, and just simply concentrate our efforts out here. You know, I understand it's going to be a little bit before we can grow crops, but, you know, most assuredly, anytime we start to run low on money, I can certainly, you know, flog a few logs. I'm not going to be only having the one field, I can guarantee that. I haven't checked our chickens. We got that one egg the first day we were here. Oh, man. Eggs for miles. Good girls. Yes. Okay, are you pretty much all the one area that you lay in here? Is that the deal? Kind of looks like it, eh? Seems you concentrate on this end of the field. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know. Once you figure out where your hens lay, it gets a lot easier. Alright. And one more. I do believe that's it. I didn't see any up at this end. Alright, you're doing a good job there, buddy. So. Sweet. So this thing, it does a pretty good job. I kind of wish it came with an interchangeable head so it also still cut grass, but I don't believe it does anymore. And I don't know why I cut this tree down. Because I really wanted to leave a little bit of a, like here, right? Once these all grow up to height, we still won't have to be staring out onto the dust and the dirt of our field. So, next. What is next? Indeed, what is next? I think what is next is to get the Ford hooked up. get her turned on. And start us stumping. Oh goodness, excuse me, my apologies, guys. That was the whole stump? Holy smokes. Well, that wasn't very impressive. Do we not have a 2? Let's go with a 3, so at least we get all the sawdust out of it we can. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why I cut that tree down. I really wouldn't have on second thought, you know. There's that one. Okay. What else we got here? There it is. Nice. Yeah, we got it that time. Get that guy ground down. Nice. That one? Holy, that one's taking a bit. Alright. Get this one done. Okay. Go. Okay. This is working rather well. Slow process, obviously, but nonetheless, it is going to be a big money maker for us. So, worth doing. I guess we got to sort of count that too, though, that we've not made our money back off the wood until we have paid off both the stump grinder and the heating plant. Alright, just to give you guys an idea here, so I'm not just pumping stumps all day. What's the time? Oh, we still got another 20 minutes before those are full. Let's hop in this guy. And very simple little operation, this one. Crank her on. You have to, you do have to watch the rate you try and pick things up, though. Ah, see, we missed a little bit of a stump in there. little bit too fast. Nice thing is it picks it up on the backstroke as well, so if you go over it, you can get back in and get it the next time. It's also incredibly maneuverable. So, there we go. We're full. So 33.50 is what it holds. Well, you know, if it would actually go 100% as opposed to 99. And it does recognize that this is its tip point, which is also quite nice. So there you are. You can see she's all full of the wood chips. And bazoom. $1,428. Not too shabby. I think that's better than we used to get when we'd fill it with grass. Crank her on. Now I am using the sawdust mod from the mod hub. Keep that in mind, because that allows you to increase the amount of sawdust you get. So, if you are going to use your sawdust as a source of income, I would advise that particular mod very, very much. I like it. I use it all the time. Then again, I probably do a little more logging on my channel than most of the guys do in the farm sims. I think. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it. Of course, it could just be because of the huge amount I just did. And I believe we're full again. And it's so much easier than trying to run a scoop, especially on uneven terrain, because that can really turn into a headache. You know, you'll get part way through filling your bucket and it'll start dumping out again because you're you know, the terrain is now lower than it was when you started scooping, so it starts to dump it back out. Yeah, not fun. But that's alright. There we go. Not quite as much that time, but that's alright. Seems to vary like everything else. And I mean, either way, we've just made, you know, about $3,000 in a matter of minutes off of stuff that was laying on the ground. So, alright, there's nothing any higher. So. You can sit in the middle of the big piles and it'll just slowly suck it up like a big vacuum cleaner. There we go. Wow, that one pile almost filled us up. And we're good. Let's get reasonable traction, you know. You don't have to worry about it not being a off-road ski enough for you. And it does have tip anywhere feature as well. Oh, and it will pick up pretty much anything. Grass, windrow, straw, hay, you know, probably manure. The other neat feature about it, if we look at our HUD, it's also a mixer. You can mix pretty much whatever you want from what I can see. But yeah, if you mix grass and hay and, you know what I mean? Yeah. So here's your feeder. It may not make a lot of it, but being able to tip anywhere also means we can dump anything we put in here into a trailer. So, with the aid of a ramp, which I have included the mod for a ramp. So, let's turn you on. I kind of like too that they didn't run the collisions all the way out to the edge of the blade, or the header. I mean, the wheels, the body of the thing, all of that do have collision. It's not like it's one of those, you know, invisible men of tractors, but you don't have to worry about going 6 feet out on the outside of a stump either. Go. It does a pretty darn nice job, I must say. Pretty darn nice job indeed. And of course, being basically just a, you know, glorified lawnmower, its fuel consumption is just nothing. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll set a ramp right in here, so anything we need to trailer, I'll be able to drive up a ramp here. I think that'll work. Oh, these are incredibly efficient on their water as well. Much more than I thought they would be. So it's kind of cool. You're not constantly needing to refill it like you do with the greenhouses and those sort of things. But again, once an hour those are full and they will not stack a second box. So you need to be very hands-on with the actual movings of curtains and those sort of things. Whooshed over that one a bit. Yeah. Did I get it? Most of it? All of it. Beautiful. This one will go the other side. Nice. It's got that lawn tractor sort of turning radius, see? That's kind of nice too. Uh-oh. We've got a red warning light on the dash. I don't know why. I got the parking brake on? I don't think so. I don't think it's actually going to take us all that long to do this job. It's probably going to take me pretty much as long just to grind all these stumps out. I would have liked to have had one of the other type of grinders, the big wide forward ones, but unfortunately they are large amounts of money. You can see though, we're starting to climb back up there. It's very good income from this. Very good income indeed. So I'm not sure what the production rate is on our fish shack there. Not sure at all. Oh, and getting back to selling our field in town. I may just do that. The reason I'm thinking about it is... Oops, apparently there's a stump in there. Oh yeah, there it is. A couple of things. One, I know that there are factories, or whatever, if you will, in town that do require money to purchase. And like I said, I don't mind if we have to carve our own niche out here in the wilderness at all. It's kind of the whole point of it, right? But I don't want to then just have to, you know, flog my goods for whatever I can get if there's a chance of getting more. And I'd kind of like to get some of our own production going on things. You know, I do have the slow bee pack, which I intend to get running, but we're gonna have, you know, we'll drop the hives out here, and then as we manage to collect enough goods, we'll have to go into town and sell them. It's just the way that part's gonna have to work. Because it's a fairly expensive thing to get into. Like I said, we can start with a couple of hives and go from there. Yeah. It's coming along. I mean, it's not going to be an instant job, but it shouldn't take us too terribly long to get this cleaned up. And thanks to you guys for showing support for this new series. Seems a popular choice. At least for now. We'll see. Maybe the novelty will wear off. Speaking of which, that's something that oh, missed some way the heck up there, right? Do need to address with the channel is that I have certain series, quote unquote, that are really probably not doing well enough to justify leaving on. You know, things like Subnautica, unfortunately. Amazing game. Really good survival game, actually. But, yeah, I do not get much in the way of views at all. I know there's a lot of people playing that game, including a lot of much bigger YouTubers than me, so that may have a lot to do with it. But, yeah, the same, unfortunately, or strangely enough, or whatever, with Gold Rush. And I blame the reason that's not getting a lot of views entirely on my playstyle. You know, I'm not playing Tier 4 on my second day into the mine, unfortunately. So, but either way, I am going to have to think about focusing some of my series down a little bit. As I say, those two seem to be rather devoid of interest. I know there's people, whenever I stop doing them for a while, I do get people to come on and, hey, aren't you doing this anymore? And, you know, especially Gold Rush, not so much Subnautica. It's something that I sort of, oh, it's finally been released, you know. This is a great game. I've played quite a bit of it. It's really good. So, that was sort of my own try. But I know for Gold Rush, there are people that actually watch it regularly. Just very, very few. Yeah. So I will, like I say, probably be making some adjustments here in the very near future. you know, we've also got a couple of more things coming out here in the very near future. So, the new Demolition and Build is out in a couple of days, and I kind of like the look of it. It looks a lot more like the old Demolition Company, Gold by Giants, which, awesome game. I featured it, man, years ago, and it actually got pretty good views, for the most part. Oh, I'm not quite full. I thought I was. Don't know whose screen I was looking at. There we go. Pure Farming, of course, is coming up. You know, we're still doing Barents Sea, we're still doing Farmer's Dynasty, etc., 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 etc. So, something's got to give, and it's not going to be me. So, anyways, I think, guys, that's probably running a little overtly long. Easy to get that way on this map. Like I said, I've literally played all night on it to get it to the point that it's at. Otherwise, we'd spend our first, 5 episodes would be me cutting down trees and stacking them and taking them to the sale point and cutting, and on and on and on. Alright, I have a feeling I should probably do some more stump grinding and give that particular sales thing a bit of a rest. Because we are dropping about too much money per tip compared to the one previous. So another 10 minutes. Oh, this one is ready. Interesting. Interesting. How about this? It appears to be as well. Nice. Very nice. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Wow, I've got almost a third of the field cleared. Nice. Now he's got to cut stumps like a madman. Yeah, I can see them now that the wood chips are gone, eh? Wow. Alright, folks. Take care of each other. We'll see you here the next time around. Ciao for now.